Okay, good morning. So this is the first of some YouTube videos that I'm going to be making for you to help you with your content. The first one is review of triangle congruence, which we were working on before we went on break. I hope you're all doing okay. I know this is a difficult time, but just try to keep up with your work and take the tests and reach out if you need extra help, and we'll get everybody through this. Um, If we look at triangle congruence, just remember we did this in class. This important thing when you're looking at congruent triangles is this congruency statement. And this tells us how to match up these two triangles. So CAT goes with JDS, right? That's the order that we're going to match them up. So if we want to name the congruent sides, we can say that side CA. So we're going to just make little marks here. We're going to say side CA goes with side JS. Okay, because that's the first two letters here and the first two letters here. Side AT, put 2 marks on that, goes with side SD because that's the next 2 letters. And then the only sides that are left are CT and DJ. If we want to name the congruent angles, C matches with J, so let's use this little mark here. A matches with S, and T matches with D. Okay, so that's enough. We can just show congruency by drawing it on the picture. We could also write it out. So we have a number of different theorems that are going to help us prove triangle congruence. And if you recall, they are the following. We can either have side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle, or angle, angle, side. The only thing, these are all things that are, these work. And the ones that don't work are angle, 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 or side, side, angle. Those are not, or any other combination where we're not given everything in this first column. So again, we're trying to, if we know that they're congruent, then we can say all the parts match up, right? But if we don't know they're congruent, then all we need is really 3 out of the 6 in order to prove that the other 3 are congruent. So if I look at this first example here, what 2 triangles are congruent? Well, you'll notice there's 2 marks here. There's this side and an angle on both triangles. And then they're both sharing this side in between, so we can mark that one. So these are congruent by side, angle, side. And if we wanted to draw out the triangles, we'd say triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CBD, side, angle, side. And then we could say all the other angles are congruent if we wanted to. But for now, we're just going to say that those 2 triangles are equal, just like the 2 that we started with, right? All the other parts therefore match up. And if you recall, matching up means corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. That means all the matching parts match up if we can prove that they're congruent. The second example here, and I might be splitting this into 2 videos because we have a lot of example, is you can notice this one's one of the easiest ones. They both share 3 sides in common. So we can just say they're congruent by side, side, side postulate. And then if you wanted to match it up, if I start with T is this one down here, and I'm going to go towards U, so I'm going down this line with the 1 mark. So I'm going towards the 3. So on this triangle, I'm starting with X, and I'm walking down the mark with 1, and I'm going to go down the 3 next. So I'm going to say triangle TUS is congruent to triangle, looks like XWV. And that's important because then we can match up all the congruent sides and congruent angles if we have this congruency statement. See, sometimes they're turned around. You have to look at which direction you have to walk around the triangle. Okay, so that's angle, side, angle, and side, angle, side. If we go down, these are two right triangles, and they also are congruent. And if you notice, they share a side, an angle, and a side. Side, angle, and a side. So this one, even though it's a right triangle, is still side, angle, side. We could say a triangle, let's say CDE is congruent to triangle FGH by side, angle, side. And then this last one before I move into our other two postulates is another example of side, side, side. We can just add this third side in the middle. And so these are congruent by side, side, side. And so I could say that triangle, let's start with P, PNR is congruent to triangle PQR. All right, so I'm going to stop this little video right now because we've just gone over triangle congruency, which is the first handout I gave you, which was 4.1. And then we also went over 4.2, which was, this was congruency. And then we also went over side, 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 and side, angle, side. In the next video, I'm going to go over section 4.3, which talks about angle, side, angle, and angle, angle, side, and section 4.4, which is on corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Okay, so that's in the next video.